All right, you are not gonna believe this one. We're about to blow the lid off one of the biggest what-if moments in all of Hollywood history. Seriously, it's a story about one role, two absolute legends, and a single choice that literally changed everything.
I mean, come on. When you think Jack Dawson in Titanic, this is the face that pops into your head, right? Leonardo DiCaprio, that hair, that charm. He just is Jack. It's basically impossible to picture anyone else.
But what if I told you the biggest movie of all time almost had a completely different star?
Yeah, this guy, Ethan Hawke. He was this close to being the king of the world. Just think about that for a second. A choice that would have sent his career and Leo's in a totally different direction.
This story is absolutely wild, so before we get into it, do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. Okay, let's dive in and figure out how this all went down. Okay, so to really get how huge this decision was, you have to understand the explosion that happened to Leonardo DiCaprio after this movie. I'm talking about a level of fame that is just, it's hard to even wrap your head around.
It was so insane. It actually got its own name, Leo-mania. This wasn't just being a movie star. No, this was a full-on cultural tidal wave. Think Beatlemania level of chaos.
And look, don't just take my word for it. This quote, this is from Ethan Hawke himself. He saw what happened to Leo and said, and I'm quoting here, he was a, Beatle. That's the kind of world-stopping fame we're talking about here.
And it wasn't just hype, The movie had the awards to back it up. Titanic didn't just win a couple Oscars, it dominated, tying the all-time record with a mind-blowing 11 wins.
And then there was the money. Oh my God, the money. It didn't just break box office records, it completely shattered them. It became the highest-grossing movie of all time, and it stayed there for more than a decade. This wasn't just a movie, people, it was a global phenomenon. So, you get all that success, all that fame, all that money. There's gotta be a downside, right? There's always a catch. And yup, here it is, the price tag. Even Leo himself admitted he felt totally disconnected from himself. He said he had no connection with who he was during that whole Titanic craziness. He said that level of attention was something he would never, ever want again.
Okay, so while Leo is on top of the world, navigating this insane superstardom, let's switch gears. Let's look at the other path, the road not taken. What was Ethan Hawke up to? And man, talk about a fork in the road. Their paths could not have been more different. You've got the megastar over here, blockbusters, global fame, tabloid drama, and then you have the artist, small indie movies, total creative control, even writing novels and plays. Two completely different blueprints for a Hollywood career.
So yeah, instead of chasing the big paychecks, Hawke just leaned all the way into his creative side. I mean, he made the iconic Before Sunrise movies, he became a novelist, a playwright. He basically said he was allergic to the whole movie star thing.
And this really gets to the heart of it. For him, the dream wasn't about the cash or becoming a brand. He put it pretty bluntly. Having his name be a trademark and making millions, that just wasn't what he was after.
His go-to director, Richard Linklater, the guy he made all those Before movies with, he had the absolute perfect word to describe Hawke's whole vibe.
A beatnik. I love that. Not a career chaser, not a superstar, just an artist who had zero interest in playing the Hollywood game. He was the guy who'd rather take a huge risk on a tiny personal project just because he thought it was cool.
So, that's the big question, right? You've got these two totally different journeys. Who made the right call? Who actually won Hollywood?
Well, here's the thing. The answer is they both did. Hawke is super clear about it. He is so glad he dodged what he calls the treacherous limelight. He just doesn't think he would have handled that kind of fame as well as Leo did, and frankly, he's happy he never had to find out.
And that's really the whole story here. It wasn't about right or wrong. It was just one single moment, one sliding doors decision that sent two amazing actors down two completely different but equally legendary paths.
So I gotta turn it over to you. If you were standing at that crossroads, which way would you go? Would you choose the insane fame and fortune of the megastar, or the creative freedom and control of the artist?
Seriously, I want to know. Drop your choice in the comments below. And hey, if you had fun with this little Hollywood what if, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for hanging out.